Aquarius. Thank you. It's Elsie here to do your reading for the last half of July. Thank you very much for coming to my channel if you've been here before. If you have not been here before, thank you for clicking here to find out what it's all about. We are doing a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the sign of Aquarius today. If you are new here, I hope that you'll consider becoming a member by hitting that subscription button and maybe even the bell button down right-hand corner of the video. And I will contact you when I have uploads rather than you going ahead and contacting me. So thank you for coming here. If you could please subscribe, like one of my videos if you're enjoying the content with a thumbs up, and if you could share one of my videos with a friend, I would be happy about that. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get to your reading here, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I am going to give one card from the Super Attractor deck. So we'll start with one card. We're looking for overall energy for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One card, please. One card. You could pick one card, Spirit, please. Oh, there's one sticking out here. I will take that one. Thank you. And this one says, appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So I've said it once, I'll say it again. I've said it 100 times before. Gratitude raises your vibration. I know this from practicing it in my life. I didn't know it at the time when I was practicing it in my life, but appreciation is the same thing. When you appreciate, you have gratitude, and it raises your vibration. It dissolves all blocks to the presence of your super attractor power. So what they're saying here, is that if you have, if you feel as though you're blocked from the things that you feel that you deserve, maybe it's time you practice gratitude or practice appreciation with other people in your life. Perhaps you want to go give some of your free time or your volunteer time to a cause that requires to have you volunteer because they can't pay for your services. I know with myself, our family, we started a nonprofit for the homeless, and that's how we were able to, or how I was able to raise my vibration and taught my son a lot of things along the way as well. So, okay, so appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So if you're interested in removing blocks, you definitely want to practice appreciation and gratitude for sure. Okay, let's pull two of these cards, Aquarius. It is a brand new deck. That deck I just used as well is a brand new deck. It's called the Super Attractor deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. And then I'm going to pull two Oracle cards. It is Oracle of the Fairies, and it is by Karen Kay, produced by Hay House, I believe. Artwork is by Ginger Kelly, it says here. All right, so let's pull two cards. Two cards for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Two cards for overall energy of this reading, please. There's one. And one more, please. One more card. One more card. One more card. There we go. All right, so we first of all have motivation. You can see that there. Motivation. It says, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. This is all about manifestation, and if you do not show the universe that you mean business, your manifestations are falling on deaf ears. You know, the universe, you can tell them or ask the universe for things that you really, really want, but if you don't show the universe that you mean business, that you're actually willing to put in the hard work, you're actually willing to take steps towards that, then you are unlikely to get what you want. So you really have to show the universe that you are into getting the things that you really, really want. And then we have healing. And healing says, now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. You don't have to be a special kind of healer. You know, when you are someone who is even an empath, you do have it within you. It is within you as an empath to heal somebody just by listening to them, just by giving them your empathy rather than your sympathy. And when you help a friend by spending time with them, and, you know, someone who's sick perhaps, who's shut in, who's in a home, when you spend time with them and read with them and talk with them, you really are healing someone. So don't be afraid to show your healing side, whether that be to a niece, a nephew, a parent, a grandparent, a friend, whoever it is. All right, so this message then is supposed to be about healing, keeping your motivation, and raising your vibration for your super attractor power. So I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Shemiel to come in, please, to provide guidance and understanding in this reading. If I could please also have the help of my guides and angels, also gods and goddesses. If I could have the holders of the pure white light bless me, that I might be safe as I open up a channel with Spirit. Spirit, thank you for being in my life every day, for all the beautiful gifts you've given me to share with my subscribers and anyone else in my life. All right, let's cut these babies. There we go. For the tarot itself here today, we are using the Light Seer Tarot. And let's pull 9 cards for our Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Devil to start out with, past energy. Then we have healing, 4 of Swords. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. We also have the King of Cups and the 2 of Cups. 3 more cards, please. 3 more cards. The Star. Two more cards, please. There's 1. Well, that's not good. It's a whole darn book. I just need 1 more card, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There we go. And the energy we're looking at is the 7 of Wands. Someone out there is feeling defensive. Defensive, yes, but taking, excuse me, taking themselves above, you know, above the things that people are saying to them or saying about them, the actions people are taking against them. You seem to be rising above all of that. So bravo to you if this is you that I'm talking about. That people are taking actions against you for whatever reason, and you are not having it. You're just going to meet it with silence. All right, so we have past, present, and future. I like to read it all the way around, but I like to start at the center of everything. And at the heart of the matter here, we have the King of Cups. So at the heart of the matter, I feel like the Aquarius that I'm speaking with is someone who has the energy of the King of Cups. That would mean that you have an intuitive side, that you are very emotional, and you can get overly emotional really easy, but also you sort of run your life on emotion. So it's not necessarily about thinking about things logically. It's not necessarily about weighing good to bad and pros and cons. It's really about, you know, what do you want in that moment? In that moment, what is the emotion you're feeling? Happy, sad, whatever it is. I feel like you primarily make decisions and run your life based on emotion. You love deeply, you hurt deeply, you know, you're very intuitive, connected to spirit, And yeah, so the Aquarius I'm speaking with has a really, really soft and gushy side. Yeah. All right. So I like to read all the way around here so we can get as much information as possible. It can also be read this way or it can be read this way. I like to do the whole thing. So let's get to it here. We are looking at the past energy here, and we have the Devil. Devil is Capricorn energy, and it is the... It is mostly about fear. It can be about fear. It can be also... Now, when I say it can be, it's not that I'm not sure, you guys. You have to realize that when I look at a card, I'm getting many messages from many people. I'm feeling much energy from many different people, and different questions come to me, different, and as I say, it may be, because I'm trying to answer all the questions that are being put in my mind. And that's what Spirit does. Spirit brings me the questions thinking, oh, this Aquarius needs that answered, and this Aquarius needs that answered. So that's why we end up with a lot of different meanings. Okay, so I see here that there is a Four of Swords. Now, swords are communication and connection. It is all about what is going on in your head. And I feel like you're emotionally exhausted, Aquarius. Emotionally exhausted. It could be because of love. That's what I'm seeing here. You can see that she's laying in the nest here, and she has, you know, this heart that's on a string. So I feel like she could be emotionally exhausted. She could be mentally exhausted, that she just needs to take better care of herself and not really give away as much of herself as she usually does. Then I'm showing here that we have the Devil to the left here. So the Devil energy is kind of overshadowing the Four of Swords, and I feel like that's why you need so much rest, Aquarius. I feel like you need so much rest because the fear that you have that's so close to you is mentally exhausting you. And I think it's also that you have a fear that you'll drop the ball, and that there is a lot depending on you, and that if you drop the ball, bad things could happen in your life. I mean, financially, emotionally, that kind of thing. So I feel like the Two of Pentacles is here because you're juggling a lot of things. I feel like the ends are barely meeting, and it's stressing you out a little bit. So I think that's what this Four of Swords is about. It's between you and the stress, the anxiety, the fear, in between juggling the fear, and in between the Devil and the Two of Pentacles is you. And you're trying to get as much rest as you can, trying to shut your brain off because you're thinking and overthinking. And it might also be because it could be because of a relationship as well. But I feel like right now life is kind of stressing you out a little bit. Okay, in the current energy here, what I see is what you really want is reciprocity. I feel like you parted ways with someone or a business, something like that, in the last little while, and I feel like it was because you weren't getting reciprocity. So you either weren't getting reciprocity in a relationship or a business. Maybe it was a corporation you worked for, but it looks like when it came to money, you weren't getting your share. And I feel like you either left the relationship that way, not getting your share, or left the corporate that way, not getting your share. And I think that that the King of Cups here, this energy that you're feeling, is making you very emotional, perhaps over emotional. You know, you are a very deep individual, and you hurt deeply. You know, you're deeply romantic and lovely, but when someone hurts you and doesn't give you what you feel you deserve, that is when you can get a little bit over emotional. I do see that if this was work, it was something you really loved. But I have a feeling we're talking about a person, to be quite honest, because I do see the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is, of course, love in the tarot, two full cups, and the person that you loved was not giving you reciprocity. That's what I'm showing here, the person you were in love with. Now, the energy at the center could either be yours or that of someone else. Aquarius, you are an air sign, and that's what I see here. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I see that here, but I do see the King of Cups here. Now, it wouldn't be unlike you to have energy of the King of Cups, but I have a feeling, because we're talking about love here, that this could be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. It could be one of those water signs that you were in love with, and you felt very grounded while you were with them, but then, you know, the reciprocity started to hurt. Things ended up splitting apart, and you ended up not getting your share, or you're still in the relationship and feel as though you're giving more than you're getting. So the Two of Cups here shows that you have love and deep love for this person. And then I'm looking into the future. What I see here is the Star, which is about healing. It's about having your hopes, wishes, and dreams. But I just got to be honest with you, if you're not actually getting in there and actively asking for it via meditation or manifestation, it's really not going to come to you, Aquarius. So this is your card, the Star, right? And it is about healing. But if you're going to have healing, you do have to connect to the universe first. I feel like you've been feeling emotionally depleted lately. I feel like there is that you've been trying to keep yourself busy, but really, when it comes down to it, you've been emotionally depleted, and it might have something to do with what's in the center here. And then I have a Two of Swords. So you're trying to make a decision about what has come to your emotional depletion. So you're trying to make a decision about whatever caused this emotional depletion, and you're trying to heal from that. And I feel like it was a relationship, like I said, the relationship that probably broke apart. I don't feel as though you were very much into that relationship. Like, I mean, it's though you weren't very far in. So it might have been a 1, 2, 3 month relationship, that kind of thing. It wasn't years and years of marriage for sure. With the Devil energy, I feel like it's the Devil energy that cast a shadow on this reciprocity here, and it didn't happen. And because it didn't, that you felt as though you had to heal before you could talk to this person about getting the thing that was yours, or getting the part that was yours. And then I see the Four of Swords with the King of Cups, and the Four of Swords is about being emotionally empty, or needing sleep, or being exhausted up in the mind. And then the King of Cups, it could be because of a romantic interest that just didn't work out right, that you felt really depleted because you were giving more than you were receiving. The Two of Pentacles shows you juggling pentacles. So I have a feeling that maybe the ends aren't quite meeting. You really love what you're doing right now. You're trying to make a decision as to whether it's going to pay off and whether you should stay there or not. You love what you're doing, but it isn't really paying, you know, it's barely paying the bills right now. And that might be because things have backed up on you, but it could definitely be because you're just not getting paid enough for what you do. All right, let us get us into some clarifications here. Let me clarify the Devil here. Why is the Devil here? The Devil is here because of the Five of Swords. So you've had to fight really hard for something that you want. Something that you want, but you feel the fear of... you know, I believe this has to do with some sort of a relationship. And the Five of Swords is about winning at any cost. So I think that you decided when you hit a troubled spot in this relationship here, with the Devil, that you decided that you would fight at any cost to keep this relationship. But I think it may have backfired. I think that maybe you should have let it go. You should have just naturally gone through the process rather than trying to control the outcome, because I don't think the outcome is exactly what you wanted. Yeah, you were kind of surprised. The Knight of Swords is here. You were sort of surprised that you actually, once you fought, you know, at any cost you won. Maybe your person was being entertaining the thought of being with someone else. You pulled that person back, you won. And then what really kind of surprised you is that you at some point you were kind of sad that you worked so hard at it. The Two of Swords is here saying that you still hadn't made a decision whether you wanted to keep that relationship or not. It was just that it was making you feel so bad to be cast aside that you decided to fight for it at any cost. And then you ended up being exhausted and having to rest. So why is the Four of Swords here? Four of Swords here is here because of the Empress. You're not getting enough connection with spirit. You're feeling emotionally depleted because once you empty the cup, you aren't filling it up. So make sure your own cup is full before you share with others. And the Empress is all, you know, she's the mother of the deck. She's all about creativity, creating life, creating friendships, creating relationships. She is the creator, and she is someone who really heavily depends on spirit. She's someone who's very connected to spirit. So I suggest that you connect to spirit in order to help yourself. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're feeling defensive because now you're not sure if you want to be in this relationship, right? You fought for it, but now you're realizing that the person maybe was not your person, and maybe you're just having the hardest time in this relationship, and now you don't know what to do to let it go. Can you tell me why the Two of Pentacles is here? Two of Pentacles, please. Two of Pentacles. There we go. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to make ends meet here, and it's been really hard to do so. You have the Eight of Swords here, which tells me that you feel stuck. You feel like you just can't get ahead. You can't make enough money. You're running behind the clock, and you wish that you could make more, but there's like not enough hours in the day for you to be able to make as much money as you need to pay back whatever it is that you borrowed. So what we have here is reconciliation. So Judgment is really about a past life relationship. Could be an ex relationship. Somebody is from your past will be coming forward, or you'll just be making a really big decision on something. One of the two. You'll be casting your judgment on whether working as much as you're working is actually getting you ahead or just hurting your health. Or you do have someone from the past coming forward that is actually going to help you. Is going to either give you an idea of what you should be doing that would make more money, or what you can do by working less and making more. So someone is coming forward who is going to help you. We have the King of Wands. It could be someone who is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and this person is actually a business person. The King of Wands is someone who is very confident, who is a business owner. You know, he runs the kingdom. So he is a person who knows what it takes in order to make everybody have everything that they need to make them feel stable. So I feel like you have someone who is in business that will be coming forward from your past to help you with that. The Six of Pentacles is being clarified by strength. So whatever it is that you're going through, if you were the person that gave more and now you want to take some of that back and they won't give it to you, you need to have strength in order to do that. That is Major Arcana, something that you're going to need anyway to bring things back into balance. So Justice is here. It is the card of Libra. Strength, by the way, is Leo. And the Justice card is Libra. It is about bringing things back into balance. So back into balance where you will get what you deserve in terms of splitting of assets, that kind of thing. Or if you were in a relationship where you put in more than you got out of it, then it's coming towards you that you are going to have some justice in that things are going to be balanced once again for you. Why is the King of Cups here, please? King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? King of Cups, please. Clarify King of Cups. Take these. The King of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about being defensive but rising above it all right here. So being defensive with someone who is very emotional. So Seven of Wands, you see her here. Seven of Wands is about Yeah, it's about being defensive. It's about arguments and you know, being upset. So this person, this King of Cups, is a very deep person. They hurt deeply. They love deeply. They could also be younger than you, or you younger than them. They want to talk with you. They want to have a conversation about why you're feeling defensive, but they can't speak with you because you have a feeling that you don't necessarily have charge over your emotions, and it tends to escalate really quickly. And so this person may result to looking online to see what you're doing and if you're in a good mood that day, or if things are going good in your life before they approach you. I do see that there is a moon card here, so I think your person is actually has fear about approaching you, or you have fear about them approaching you. And either way, it looks like one of you is going to approach the other, but it could be a bit of a sketchy meeting. It could be a bit of a spotty meeting, you know, where really nothing is coming to resolve. I feel like there's just a lot of watching and waiting, and then a lot of defensiveness and a lot of really over-emotional conversations. So I'm hoping you can get through that. The Two of Cups is here because of the Fool. So I was kind of, at the beginning, it looked like it was that you were you know, perhaps in a relationship with someone who might be a water sign, and now I'm thinking that you are in a new relationship with someone. So this relationship didn't work out. You didn't get your reciprocity here, but you did get your justice finally, or this is going to happen in the next couple of months. And then we've got the Two of Cups as a new start. So there's a new start in love here, and it could also be with another water sign, or it could be with an Aries. What else do we have for the Two of Cups, please? The Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so perhaps there is a soulmate connection here then, because I have the Queen and the King of Cups here. So perhaps it is with a water sign, as we were thinking. Do I have anything else for the Two of Cups, please? Two of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups. Yeah, this is the person that you're in love with. I think it's a water sign, whether it's female or male. Why is the Star here, please? Too many. Why is the Star here, please? We have the Star and the Magician. So you have manifested this. You manifested this new relationship, getting out of the old relationship, getting into the new relationship. The Magician is you have manifested your healing. So you've manifested, you're in manifestation mode. You are doing your meditation, I believe, and this is how you are healing yourself from the last relationship. So good for you. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And so we have someone that may be racing in to give you an apology from whatever happened back here. Could very well be. Why is the Five of Cups here, please? The Five of Cups is here because of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is coming in for passion. I feel like somebody came in for passion, and that is what made you sad, because I feel like, you know, the Knight of Wands does come in for passion, because the Knight of Wands is passionate. So Knight of Wands brings in messages of passionate, sometimes stays, sometimes doesn't, and I think that's why you're sad. I don't think they stayed. I do see that the King of Pentacles is here, which is stability financially. You know, then when that person didn't come back, you're like, well, you know, then I'll just continue to work. And that's really what the King of Pentacles does. He just is always working. He is an earth sign, so Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and they're all about the money. They're all about, you know, banking the coin, right? So I think you decided to just pour yourself into work. Why is the Two of Swords here, please? Two of Swords, please. Two of Swords is here because of the Four of Swords. So Two of Swords, being up in your head, not being able to make a decision. Four of Swords, being exhausted, thinking and overthinking it too much. And yeah, there you go again, Five of Wands, and that's about indecision within yourself. Anything else for the Two of Swords, please? Indecision within yourself, you know, thinking Should I or shouldn't I? Not really being able to make a decision. All you know is that you would like to put down your burdens, really. Yeah, so putting down your burdens, I think, is probably what you need the most. Putting down your burdens before you can get into another relationship. Putting down your burdens seems to be in the future. The new relationship is in the current energy, which is about July and August. And at the end here, I'm showing that you do want to drop your burdens. So your love interest here is going to help you drop your burdens and help you get back into your stability. Let's see what we have for any other advice for our Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Aquarius. Okay, now we'll go back in. Accept what is dying. So if you have a relationship that is on the rocks, it's time for you to accept that it's dying. Or if you are coming to the end of, say, an employment cycle, you just can't stand the job anymore, it's making you depressed, you don't like it, you don't like the people, accept what is dying. And essentially that tells you to try and accept what is coming to the end. And then we have be decisive. You need to know what you want in order to ask Spirit for what you want. And this is always so important. It is at the beginning of everything. Loving yourself. Once you love yourself, you have the energy and the know-how to accept what is dying. As long as you can be decisive in your life, you should be able to make a request to Spirit and get your answer. It says here, surrender to overthinking. That's what the swords were all about, overthinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity, even solve the problem. And that is all that I have for you, my dears. If you would like to get a private reading, I'm still open for private readings. I am booking now into the middle of next week. So if you want to get a hold of me, my pricing and my email address is below. And just email me or send me a message from my website at www.tenofcupstarot.ca. All right, gonna go, guys. Thanks very much for coming and watching and clicking and sharing. Thanks so much.